Hey, beautiful soul. Today's message to inspire you and to rewire your mind has to do with one of my favorite quotes ever. And the quote is, "You are here to love the seemingly unlovable." And when I first heard that, it was so powerful. It hit home so hard. And it's because we usually reject the seemingly unlovable. We hate it. We want to get rid of it. We want to change it. And I'm not suggesting that this quote means condone horrible things like violence and things like that. That's not the point of it. That's not what love necessarily is. Love does not just mean condoning things and just letting everything just happen, even negative things that are not in your best interest or not in the highest good of others. It's not what it's about. What it's about is an attitude. Is an attitude of holding space. Is an attitude of energetic allowance for the moment, not for a whole situation, not assuming that, if you allow this moment, then everything will stay as it is, even if it's bad in your life or in the world or wherever it is. But it's an attitude of acceptance, of compassion, and of empathy. And it's an attitude that can really change your life if you start to practice it. And so when we say love the seemingly unlovable, it's a beautiful challenge, actually. It's a challenge that takes you from victim into holding your own power as the limitless being that you are. Because when you are, hating things or rejecting them or resisting them, complaining about them, if they seem negative, you're a victim, and a victim can't be happy. But when you hold the attitude, I'm here to love the seemingly unlovable. The key word here is seemingly unlovable. Not I'm here to love the unlovable. It's the seemingly unlovable. It's only seemingly unlovable if you look at it from a certain perspective, which that it shouldn't be that way. But if you're to look at it from a different perspective, which is that it's a beautiful challenge that you need, that in your soul actually wants. It seems from the personhood perspective that you don't want this, and it's like this bad thing that's happening to you, whatever it is in your life. You can fill in the blanks here. But if you look at it from a soul level, from a soul perspective, all the hardships in your life are actually needed and therefore wanted for growth and learning purposes. So when you remember, I am here to love the seemingly unlovable, it becomes a beautiful challenge. It becomes this thing where if something is bothering you, or you're frustrated by it, or it's just something you just can't seem to accept, you remember that it's not just, well, this is a nice challenge. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to embody the truth of my being, which is love. That's what I'm literally here on earth for. So then, can I really be that upset or that frustrated with that thing? Or does that attitude allow me to literally welcome it from a new light? Welcome it as something that is helping me evolve on a soul level, right? And when you have that attitude, it changes things. If you can keep that attitude, it really does change things. And so for today, I want you to pick one or more things, or you could also have the attitude of anything that bothers you for the day. But for today, I want you to go through the day really just feeling this attitude. And the reason why I say feeling it is because I don't want it to be mental. Fine, there's the mental reminder, but feel into it. Really just kind of marinate into this idea of I'm here to love the seemingly unlovable. And then look at all these things that you would reject or hate or that upset you, and go, wow, thank you. Thank you for teaching me. Thank you for helping me evolve on a soul level. And in that gratitude, in that welcoming of the challenge, that is love. You are loving that which is seemingly unlovable. And funny or interesting enough, how often that external thing starts to change. Not always, sometimes it stays the same, and your attitude just changes and you don't have a problem with it anymore, or it greatly lessens your suffering around it. And sometimes your very shift in attitude causes it to change, and kind of everything becomes more harmonious. So try that out today. Keep it in mind, almost like a mantra. I'm here to love the seemingly unlovable. Make that your focal point, make it your priority, welcome it as a beautiful challenge, and see how it changes your perspective, and see how it changes how you deal with things and how you approach things that usually bother you, that would usually frustrate you or cause you to seemingly lose your peace, and just see what it does. And what you'll find is that you'll be able to channel who you truly are and really embody a different way of being that is much more peaceful and much more loving. And that's really not only what you're here for, but what makes life truly enjoyable and fulfilling.